Safe journey to and from home is at the heart of every commute. Reports of more robberies and assaults can rattle riders. The death of Michelle Alyssa Go shakes them to the core. Pushed in front of an R train Saturday morning in Times Square.
First and foremost, I'd like to offer my condolences to the family of Michelle Go.
Peter Carrera of Bushwick created Safe Walks in January 2021, 1 year ago this month, after a string of attacks around his home station.
Salute to this brother for creating Safe Walks, man. I mean, we owe it to society, man, to do something about this as son, man. This channel right here is my contribution to it. And this Safe Walks thing is this brother's contribution to it, man. I salute this brother, man, because we're the ones doing this stuff. I know nobody can say it, but we're the ones making these people feel unsafe, which is such a tame, sanitized word to use. Feeling unsafe. No, these people are terrified. The teeth are chattering. Their heart sounds like Sasquatch feet when they're walking these streets and approaching these train stations. You just get off a long day's work and you got to worry about is you going to make it home or you going to get robbed. And you know who's going to do it. So salute to this brother for being part of the solution, man. I know I talk a lot about when is the backlash coming? When is the backlash coming? Well, what I'm getting from people when I talk to them on my live streams on Tuesday and Friday at 9:30 p.m. on Ock Nation TV, link is in the description box. When I talk to people over there, they tell me that they don't think a backlash is going to come. They think that people are just going to let Sun men continue to terrorize the streets of these cities and now a lot of other places, or rural areas, and be the dominant factor in violent crime and the most prolific perpetrators of violent crime in these cities, and people aren't going to do anything. They're just going to stay woke and keep acting like, it's just everybody doing it. Like, you're just as likely to get robbed by a glider, a 80-year-old crouching tiger, or on burrito with a construction hat as you are a Sun team or a young Sun man. It's just everybody's doing it. But we all know who's doing it, man. It's no secret. So this is not a backlash, but this is some kind of response.
First and foremost, I'd like to offer my condolences to the family of Michelle Go.
Peter Carrera of Bushwick created Safe Walks in January 2021, 1 year ago this month, after a string of attacks around his home station, Morgan Avenue on the L. They then expanded to Chinatown after attacks there and to fight Asian hate. Each crime is another reminder for the Safe Walks volunteers that the community can step up to help, but that elected leaders need to respond on multiple fronts with long-term solutions.
The hate crimes, of course, and there was also socioeconomic, factors that played into the attacks. And the one that we noticed the most was the mental health crisis. And so,
my God, he's woke. Talking about socioeconomic factors. Listen, the hood was rich. Everybody had PPP loans, unemployment checks, stimulus, particularly those PPP loans. And those people were spending wantonly and frivolously in their neighborhoods. And I don't think you guys understand how many people got those PPP loans. And Biden forgave all of them under $150,000. So unless you was unless you got a PPP loan over $150,000, it's been completely forgiven. Those lenders are being paid back by the U.S. government. That's why it's so much inflation. So I don't want to hear about socioeconomic factors. Yes, every person didn't get, but all that money was in the community circulating during the pandemic. So much money circulating around these neighborhoods. And yes, brothers bought Maseratis and firearms and jewelry and trinkets and things like that. However, there's a lot of money circulating in these urban communities. So it wasn't like, people already were on public assistance. They're already living in Section 8 and the projects and things like that. So I don't want to hear about socioeconomics. Save it, man. There was a moratorium on evictions. People weren't paying their rent. People still not paying their rent. I don't want to hear all that. Save that. And save the mental health, because you know it's wrong to push somebody on the tracks. If mental health make you push people on the tracks, on the train tracks, then it should be 1,000 people getting pushed on the train tracks every day. 100,000 people getting pushed on the track, because a lot of people got mental illness. It takes evil to push somebody on the train tracks. They blame everything on mental illness nowadays. If I hog spit in your face and then you push me, I can say, well, you pushed me because you were mentally ill. No, you pushed me because I hog spit in your face. You didn't push me because you're mentally ill. These people are, this guy's woke, but hey, he's doing something.
The hate crimes, of course, and there was also socioeconomic, factors that played into the attacks. And the one that we noticed the most was the mental health crisis. And so there are those three things that play into the big picture.
Thousands of walks and volunteers have come a long way in the past year, but they know there's still a long way to go.
Stepping up to that, making sure that they saw a familiar face, definitely was like a large reason why I joined.
Kevin Estevez joined Safe Walks when it began a year ago. He's on standby to accompany somebody who contacts Safe Walks through its website or Instagram account.
Who Kev gonna protect, man? You better get a flak jacket, a neon jacket or something, Kev, because just walking like that, you might get robbed. This guy might get robbed or knockout gamed or assaulted while he's allegedly giving someone a safe walk home. Who this guy gonna protect, man? Some man see him, his eyes light up, man.
Stepping up to that, making sure that they saw a familiar face, definitely was like a large reason why I joined.
Kevin Estevez joined Safe Walks when it began a year ago. He's on standby to accompany somebody who contacts Safe Walks through its website or Instagram account. Volunteers can still sign up. There's a training process and Zoom sessions to meet and greet the responders.
I would say that we're just really just helping each other out, trying to support each other.
The number of requests sometimes picks up after something happens. Safe Walks is continuing to spread its message and its mission.
It's been an amazing 1-year journey so far of community showing up for each other.
Okay. Safe Walks NYC. We volunteer, walk you if you are feeling unsafe. Request to volunteer, bio link, Cash App, Safe Walks NYC, Venmo. Okay, so they take donations, which they should. This is a valuable service, man. Look at this crouching tiger woman. She says, they said, when we heard you felt unsafe, we immediately stepped out and walked the walk. The power of the mere presence is priceless and goes a long way in keeping fellow communities safe. So you see these people there, they also got a safe walk. Question, who's got these crouching tigers having to get safe walks, man? Huh? I mean, who is it? Is it Trump supporters? I mean, why are they having to get safe walks? I'm just concerned, man. I would like to know. Like 90% of the people getting safe walks. That's a problem, man. Especially when we just had a hashtag last year, Stop Crouching Tiger Hate, that vanished like immediately once they found out who was doing 99.9% of the attacks on crouching tigers. Oh yeah, this old lady definitely need some sudden man just wouldn't even rob her, just come up, knock her out for fun. Yeah. These people doing good work, man. Because, I mean, a lot of these people look like students. And it's just a shame that they can't walk. Because when they get home, they're shut in. They can't go to the corner store. They can't, go out to a bar. They got to stay in the house. But they can't even make it from the train station to their house in peace, man. This is ridiculous, man. Basically, they should just call this Crouching Tiger Walks. Like, this is sad, man. And nobody can talk about it. No one can say anything about it. You just got to act like, well, they're unsafe because of Trump support. Like, really? Like, it's like the Twilight Zone, man. Yeah.